Paul, thanks very much for joining us.
My pleasure.
Before we start, can you please introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about DeA Capital?
Sure, absolutely. So I'm Paul Sacco, started my career in investment banking, lived between Paris, London, Dubai, and most recently Milan, where I'm based at the HQ at DeA Capital. I spent over 10 years fundraising in the real estate space, working essentially with sovereign wealth funds, family offices, and institutional investors from the GCC and Europe as well. I'm now the head of the international capital raising at DeA Capital Real Estate, which is one of the leading alternative asset managers in Italy. We manage collectively over 13 billion across real estate, credit, and infrastructure.
You've been expanding to Europe, right, in last recent years. Which asset classes and countries are you guys prioritizing?
It's obviously a tough market for real estate. So we are a strong and established Italian player. And recently we expanded in Europe. So we have a local presence with local strong offices in France, in Germany, in Spain, and in Poland as well. We approach the asset classes where we see strong fundamentals and demand, where obviously demographics align with this. And I would say that currently our main focus would be logistics, industrial, and living. So we've been very active in France and Spain, in the BTR sector, student housing, and the living in general. So I would say sectors where we see strong fundamentals and demographics.
In terms of macroeconomics, so much uncertainty in the market, right? How is DeA Capital adapting the capital raising strategy in response of those issues or uncertainties?
Yes, obviously it's a tough market, especially for fundraising, right? When you look at the numbers, the average time spent in capital raising went from an average of 12 months pre-COVID to almost 2 years, right? And when you look at the concentration, the capital raising and the fundraising trends are usually concentrating within the big players, so the likes of Blackstone and so on. It's been very, very challenging. We really need to adapt to the investor demand and build long-term partnerships.
In terms of strategic relationship, how do you do or what is your strategy to have a long-term relationship with your investors?
We believe that it's all about trust and alignment with the investors. So first of all, you really need to start from, it's more of a reverse approach. Try to understand what the investors are looking for. So we spend a lot of time mapping the investors all over the world. In GCC, obviously, because of my background, and in Europe because of our presence, but also the US, in Asia that we're exploring. So we obviously start from reverse, trying to understand what they're looking for. We can see that there's been a significant shift recently. Our long-standing core investors are now shifting towards value-add strategies. So investors are looking for double-digit returns and at the same time downside protection. So the best of the two worlds, which is sometimes challenging for us. But we have strong teams and we work to deliver the best always.
Regarding technology and ESG, how DeA Capital is integrating both into its fundraising and asset management?
Well, ESG is not anymore a tick the box exercise for us. It really became one of our top priorities. We integrated a strong ESG team, and we're trying to obviously work to deliver the best ESG assets to our investors, and obviously certifications to our funds with the Article 9s on our future infrastructure fund, right? So obviously it starts from the asset management side of things, where obviously we work on upgrading our buildings within our portfolio. And on the tech side also, which became obviously a crucial point for investors. Investors are more and more data driven. So we really want to deliver a lot of data on each building, on each assets on our portfolio.
What you see as a main benefit being part of the GRI Institute?
So, well, the benefit, I believe, is twofold, right? It's relationships and knowledge. GRI Institute brings the greatest decision makers from our sector. And what I love really about this format is the interaction that we have between GPs and LPs, right? Which is great. It's not just conferences where obviously you learn a lot, but it's lobbies with thematic topics, whereas there's a real exchange between the moderators and the participants. So it's great. I was lucky enough to attend the GRI event in Abu Dhabi, which was exceptional and a great moment for me to reconnect with my relationships in the Middle East. And we also secured few partnerships thanks to this exceptional event in Abu Dhabi in a magnificent venue, which was the Mandarin Oriental. So yes, it's a great format. It's a great event. You learn a lot. You meet lots of new clients, new contacts, and obviously FaceTime is always very important. There's more and more interactions that are made through calls, video calls, but meeting in person with qualitative investors and partners is essential in this world.